Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra and today I am making these 4 pendants here. I have this one and the little blue one and the heart and this one here. And if you're interested in how I made this, then stick around and I will walk you through the process. So let me get set up and I'll be right back. Okay, to get started on this, you're going to need some open bezels. So I have some in different colors. I have some flowers, some parchment paper, some silicone mixing cups, some glitter, a UV torch, some UV tape, some foil. I'm using an old coaster mold, a UV light. I'm using the Resin's double-sided UV light, and I'm going to also be using some soft UV resin, and I'm also going to be using my Bond Crafter hard type UV resin. We're going to get the glitters and all that. We're going to move these out of the way for now. We don't need them. I'm going to make some room. Okay. First thing I want to do is get some of this tape. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut it again. It's for the ends. I have a big giant bug flying around in my craft room, and I don't know what kind of bug it is. I don't know if it is a wasp, a big bee, a stink bug. I don't know what it is. All I know is it's big. So if I scream, that is why. I gotta take my gloves off to do this. At least one. You want to avoid touching the center where you're going to be putting your bezels down. You want to avoid touching it. Put fingerprints on that. So I'm just going to take this tape, wrap it around. It's just a piece of plastic. I am so freaked out by that bug right now. I don't know where it went. I have so much in my craft room. I have a huge dollhouse because I do miniatures on the side. It's something I love dabbling in. I'm not really like good at it. If you're interested, I can show you some pieces. Let me know in the comments. I can bring some pieces up that I made in an upcoming video. Spring has sprung here in Michigan. The leaves are starting to grow on the trees. It's starting to look really pretty out there. We are experiencing some flooding, which I guess is to be expected. We've been getting a lot of rain. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these bezels. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of them on here. I'm going to set that down. And set this down. Try to fit them all. Let's do this one down here. Like so. Let's see if I can get this one. If I can't, let me move this one. Oh, no, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to get another piece of plastic. Okay, I have a piece of plastic there. I'm just going to drop this bezel on there. And we're going to get started. I've seen this technique done online. I don't know or remember who it was. There's been a few people I've seen do this. But they really don't show how it's done. So this is all guesswork for me. So I have let me set up my light just a little bit. So I have my UV light, it's double-sided. And we're going to just start by laying a clear coat of UV resin. Well, let me take my bone folder, and I'm just going to press these bezels down onto the tape. Now I'm going to take some UV resin. We're just going to put a thin layer down inside the bezel. I probably do one on camera and do the rest off because it's so you're not watching anything repetitive. I got a dotting tool and I'm just spreading the UV resin, coating that tape. All I'm doing. Just going to coat the tape. And I'm going edge to edge. Might need just a little bit more. I hope this works. You'll know it did because I will show the finished work at the beginning of the video. Just move this around so I don't get my head in the frame. Because obviously when you're doing this at home, provided you're not recording a video, you can get right over it. I'm going to clean off my tool, get my long neck lighter, and I'm going to pop the bubbles inside that bezel like so. I'm going to take my UV torch. I'm just going to set that. I'm going to quick set that just so it doesn't move, it doesn't leak out. I hear that bug. I don't know, it's huge. And it keeps dropping somewhere in my room, and I got a lot of stuff in my room. So I'm going to do these other three off camera, and I'll be right back when I get this layer done. These are done. I'm going to cure them in a second. I just want to go through with the safety part of you doing UV resin. I think I was interrupted by that big bug. What you're going to need is nitrile gloves to protect your skin. You're going to need a well-ventilated room. In my room, my room is ventilated, and I also have a fan going, and I have 2 air purifiers going. You don't need 2, but I do have 2. I do have the Resner's Pure Air purifier going. It's just off to my left, not too far from my workstation. I really like that one. That one lets me know the temperature and the humidity in my room, and also keeps me aware of the air quality in my room. It actually signals you. So I really like that one. And then eye protection. Whenever you're using the UV lights, you do need to protect your eyes. Long time exposure can damage your eyes. So with that being said, I'm going to put my glasses on, and I'm going to put these in my UV light, and I'm going to cure this for 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, those are cured. Also, when you're using UV resin, you want to make sure that you allow your pieces to cool down in between the cure process. So, I also don't know if I mentioned, it's just been, I'm all over the place in this video. Flowers. I'm going to be using some flowers. If you're going to use flowers in your UV resin or your epoxy resin, make sure they are either artificial or dried flowers. So I bought some smaller flowers. I thought they would be cute. These are flowers that I had extra ones in my little container. So I'm just going to separate some of these out. And come on, you just got to be careful with these flowers. They're very fragile. Okay. So I do want to put some UV resin down. We're going to start with this one. I'll probably do this one on camera. And the rest I will do like a time lapse of putting the flowers in, because it's the same process. So I'm just going to put a thin layer of UV resin down. And my granddaughters, they are in school. Guess they're having state tests this week. So they're in school. They're doing really good. My oldest granddaughter, she really she misses school, and she's missed some school, being sick or just the circumstances that she's going through with family life. But she does make sure she keeps up on her grades, which is really good. She's doing really good in school. So I'm going to add some greenery down. I don't know which one. It really doesn't matter because we're going to be working, now with these, we're working back to front. So I'm going to be placing, instead of, usually I work front to back or upside down. This one I'm not. These I'm going to be working in the right order. I'm going to get a smaller pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut some of these leaves off. Let's see, let's put that one in. That one, I'm going to move it around just so it looks good to my eye. Like so. I'm going to use one of these. Let's go with the purple, the blue. No, let's go with the purple flower because it's a little bigger. Just want to make sure that you're putting it in the right way because the color, see how pale that is? Oh, that's darker, pale and darker. Anyway, you want to make sure you're putting the flowers in the right order that you're using them. I want to put some more UV resin down first because this, what we're looking at is going to be the top. I want to make sure I put the flowers in facing up on these. I don't want it sticking. These tweezers, ooh, they are just horrible. All right. Let me see if I can find another pair. These just do not grab. We'll try a pair of my reverse tweezers. Anyway, so I'm going to push this down into the UV resin. As much as I can. Might put some more in. Just over the top of that. Now I'm going to spread that around. There it goes. Probably have this zoomed in the editing process. So you guys can see. If I try to zoom in on my own, I end up going out of frame. So that is my recording weakness, I guess. Now I see I have some bubbles. Now what I'm going to do, I got the flower pretty much covered, so I'm going to try my long neck lighter just to go over the top of that. And I know that this can use another layer, but I don't want to put too much in at once. So I'm going to let that sit like that for a minute. I'm going to work on this one, work on these, and I'm going to cure it. This looks like something happened to it. What happened to this? I don't know. It can be fixed. If not, then I'll scrap it. So I'm going to work these. I'm going to do a time lapse on these. Okay, we are back. I'm going to take some UV resin and I'm going to top these off one at a time. I use my dotting tool to drag the resin to the edge. I'm going to put just a little bit more in. Don't want it to overflow, but I want it to look nice. And I look at different angles in my lights in my studio. I'm going to take my UV torch and I'm going to do a quick cure just so it doesn't move on me. I'm going to do these. I'm going to time lapse the next 3. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to cure these for a full 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, these I think, yeah, they're ready to come off. So I'm just going to peel them off the tape like so. See, I am wearing my gloves still. So I don't want to leave any fingerprints on these. Let's see what's going on with this one. I think this one, yeah, it's got a few little, let's see, are those bubbles? Yeah, I can fix that. So what I want to do, got some poster putty. The same poster putty I've been using. I use it over and over again. I'll stick that to the front. I'll fix this one. This one has, see around the edge, it's got something going on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of UV resin on that. See if I can level that out just a little bit. Not a lot. Because the next step I think would cover it anyway. But I'll know it's there and you guys will know it's there. But I don't think it'll be a big deal. So I'm just trying to get an even coat on the back of that. Yeah, that covered that nice. Okay. Let me cure that. I'll set that in my light for about a minute. I'll be right back. I think I was looking at these. I'm going to put a layer in the back of all of them. I think that would be the best thing to do. So I'm just going to stick these back down to the tape. Just reuse the tape. I just want a little bit more of a level background. So that one's good. So let me do these. I'm just going to put a little thin coat on the backs of all of them. Just a little bit. Like I said, I have not done this step yet, so I don't know. We'll find out together. I just wanted to come in my craft room and play, and I thought I will turn on my camera and bring you all along for the ride. And take this time to welcome all of my new subscribers. And, but I want to thank you for taking a chance and subscribing to my channel. And I want to say hello and thank all of my returning subscribers for your continued support. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, and you find yourself watching my videos, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And if you like my videos, or like this video, then give me a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that not only are you guys watching my videos, but you're engaging. And if YouTube sees that I'm having engagement, they will put my video in front of more people, which would in turn help me out. So I really appreciate that. If there's anything you would like to see me do, or you want to say hello, I love reading your comments. Just drop me a comment. I really enjoy reading your comments. You guys have all been very gracious and nice. I'm waiting for that bad comment. I'm not trying to manifest it, but I'll pop the bubbles. This one looks like it could use a little bit more in the back, but we're going to get to the next step. All right, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to get this a full 2-minute cure, and I'm going to cure this one for another minute just to make sure. Yeah, so I'll be right back. Okay, these are ready. Now, the next step is the step that I'm concerned about. Interested to see if it would work. I don't know if I even got it right. So I have a silicone mold. It's just an old coaster mold. Got some silicone tools. And we're going to do, let's see, I got the soft UV resin. And I want to do these colors. Let's try these colors first. I've got the silver, light blue, and a darker blue. So yeah, we'll do two of them in these colors. So I'm going to take some soft UV resin. You don't need a lot. About a dime size maybe. Just covering just the bottom of the pot. Like so. I'm going to take some light blue. I got my spoon here. Drop that one in. And let's see, let me mix that up. Let me get some different mixers here. That's pretty. So that's pretty. Okay. And we're going to take the darker blue. You want to make sure that when you're doing this, that you make sure that you don't overdo it with the colors, because the light still has to penetrate through it, the UV light. There's the darker blue. Very pretty. We're going to do the silver now. I'm going to be wearing glitter. It's okay. My husband had just come home and brought me we had lunch together. He had Chinese food and I had a Jimmy John's sub. So we're trying to do that together while the girls are in school. So have a little bit of normalcy for him and I. So what I'm going to do, if you haven't already guessed, I'm going to take this. I'm going to try and put it down side by side. And then place those things down and then cure it on there. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to spread it out. Ooh, I'm all thumbs. Let's see. Spread it out like so. Let's see if I can get it spread out just a little bit. That's good. Let me get some more on there. Fill that up. Don't know how many we're going to get per thing here. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to go with the dark blue. And we're going to put that next to it. I think this is how I'm supposed to do it, side by side like this. I think that's how I've seen it done. I've seen it done 2 different ways. I think I spread that blue one out, that light blue out wrong. I don't think I was supposed to spread it out yet. Let's see if we can get it closer. Oh well, I think I already messed that up. We'll find out. And now for the silver. Okay, just going to lay that down next to it like so. So pretty. Like so. Okay, and now I have a piece of parchment paper. Just out of the way. I'm going to lay it down like so. I have this little tool here, and I'm just going to spread that out like that, I guess. And now we're going to lift this off. Like so. Oh, I could do it on 2 of these. I'm going to put this one down like I want to do it on the back. So this is the back. Put that one down. Ooh, it's raining. And let's do, we'll put this one here like so. And then we'll put this one, no, I said 2 each. Yeah, we'll just do this one. No, I want to do the 2. Let me pick this up. Put it down in there. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to stick it in my light for 2 minutes. I'm also going to cure all this stuff, so I'll be right back. Okay, this is cured. I'm almost going to pop. I don't know if that's going to stick to it or not. Okay, like that. I'm going to set that in my light and let it cure for another minute. It feels tacky on my gloves because it's soft. So I'm just going to cut these apart. We'll set them there. Let me clean out my cups and we will start with the pinks. Got that done. Got another piece of parchment. I'm going to set that down like so. Get my little squeegee thing here and we're just going to squeegee. So I need those to be kind of big. Okay. And then you could use this for other stuff. I'll probably save that, cure it later. So I'm going to sit this one down here. And I think I'm going to just do this one and this one here. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Like that. Now I'm going to cure these for a full 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what we have here. I'm just peeling that back. This one I'm going to peel off the parchment. All right. I'm going to get my scissors. I'm going to cut as close as I can to the bezel. Still have my gloves on. Okay, I'll peel that away. Back there like that because I don't want it in the loop. Let's see. Good enough. Okay, we have that one. Now it doesn't look impressive as of yet. We're going to do the same thing with the rest of them, and let me get these cut out and I'll be back for the next step. Okay, we're going to dip these now in UV resin, and that's all this is. It's just regular UV resin. Get that all in there. My gloves are so sticky. Anyway, we'll do the one that we've been doing on camera. And I have some reverse tweezers. I'm just gonna stick that in like that. Let's see, maybe I can hold it. I want to hold it good. Don't want it to wobble on me. It's gonna wobble. I'm gonna do like that, and I'm just gonna dip it in the resin, and I'm gonna let it drain off, cover this, and I'm gonna twirl it in this light. We'll see. I'll just walk you through it. So we're gonna dip it. Try and get all of it in there. Get it in there. Got to put some more resin in this jug. Okay, I'm going to let that drain off as much as possible. I'll probably time lapse this. Okay, now I'm going to start twirling my little thing here. I'm going to keep it twirling. I'm going to cover this. I'm going to turn on my light. And I'm going to cure it for about 20 seconds as I turn it. Try not to let it get lumpy. I can see it's not working. I didn't drain it off enough. Oh, I might have to dip it again. I'm in a hurry. I shouldn't be. Yeah, I don't like how that looks. All right, I'm gonna try it again. I'll turn it like that for about 20 seconds in the light. And then I'm gonna let it cure for 2 minutes. Okay, this is what I have. Now I'm going to get it off of here. There, I got it off that little prong. I'm gonna sit it in the tap water, like so, and I'm gonna stick it in my UV light. For 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll do the next ones. Okay, let's get this out. I had a lot of questions on my last video. I thought I explained it. I guess I didn't. What the water does for UV resin is water inhibits oxygen. The oxygen, because when you cure in UV resin out in the open, oxygen will prevent the UV light from allowing the piece to cure all the way. It'll remain tacky. Well, the water prohibits the oxygen, allowing the piece to completely cure without being sticky or tacky or anything like that. I learned that little trick from Daniel Cooper. But this is, I'll zoom in. This is what we have. Let me get that's what we have. And that's compared to this one. This one will obviously be a little lighter. That's uncured. That's what that looks like. So I'm going to do the rest of these off camera. And then I'll be back to show you what it looks like finished. Okay, I am back. These are finished. This one is a little dark. You can see it a little bit better in person. The flower. Let me get this out of the way so that my camera will focus. And that's what the back looks like. It looks so pretty. And then we got this one here. That's what that looks like. Can't really make out the differences in the glitter. I mean, I can tell there's purple and pink, but I would use a more contrasting glitter. And there is the heart. You got that. So pretty. And you got this one here. There it is. Isn't that pretty? So here are my 4 little pendants. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. To my subscribers, I truly appreciate you. You all have a great day and God bless. Bye.